Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video I'm gonna go over the top 5 mods to do to your F150 under $1,000. So I know with the new year starting up, a lot of you guys might be getting into these F150s. So if you guys don't know where to start, what to do first, I'm gonna show you guys. So for the first thing on the list, we'll have to be swapping out the, especially if you got the 21 and 23, swapping out the ugly halogen headlights and tail lights. So for mine, I went with the VLAN. So these are aftermarket LED headlights. They look exactly like OEM. A lot of people always think I have the Euro ones because I have the clear side markers. But what I did is I bought some VLAN ones. I got them when they were on sale. They were like around $500 to $600 on Amazon. I bought VLAN ones, and there's a company called Clears US that sells the clear side markers. So me and my brother opened the lens out, swapped out the orange markers for the clear ones, and I painted some of the housing black and put everything back together. This is what I get the most compliments on my truck right here, the headlights. Everybody always thinks I have the Euro ones, but the Euro ones are like $3,000, $35, and you can hardly ever find them. Then you gotta pay another $500 for the harness to make them fit. Buy VLANs, $600, comes with the harness to make them fit. Plug and play, pop them open if you want. Do the clear side markers. I only did it because of the red. I don't like how the red and orange mix together. So with the clear ones, it definitely pops, and it really makes people turn their head when they look at it because you don't really see that as much. So once you get the LED headlights, you obviously got to pair them with the LED fog lights. I got these off Amazon too. I don't care what you guys say, budget build, it is. I don't care. $150 on Amazon, plug and play, they send the harness. It fits perfectly. I've had zero issues with these lights. The only issues I've had with the fog lights is that after I wash them, it get a little foggy. So I just put an extra seal, like of silicone, and it never happened again. So they're perfect. So obviously, yes, you match it. A lot of people always ask me, if the VLANs and these aftermarket ones, like the LED strip, matches color, and to me it matches pretty good. It doesn't really differentiate. So now coming to the back, I have aftermarket Raptor tail lights on my truck. I got these on eBay for around, I think they were $300. They come with the harness. So if your truck has the bliss module, which mine doesn't, they send you 2 harnesses in case you have the bliss, which is the sensor that goes right here. If you have the bliss module, all you gotta do is just pop it out of your tail lights, put them in this one, and use the harness for bliss, and it works perfectly fine. Like I said, I've had no issues with these. They're aftermarket, got them for $300 on eBay. So between the tail lights, the headlights, and the fog lights, I spent less than $1,000. Full LED setup on my truck. These Raptor tail lights, if you get OEM ones, they're probably around $1,500, $2,000 plus the harness. The only difference is I think it says Ford somewhere on here on the OEM ones, and these don't. But I mean, I could care less about that. I got them for $300. So for the second thing on the list is gonna be the grill. There's a bunch of different grills you could choose from. There's Tremor, King Ranch, Limited, Platinum, a bunch of grills that you could choose, which is nice. These things are like Lego pieces. These F150s, you go pick and choose in any trim you want, anything. Me personally, I feel like this grill is the nicest for my build style. It looks sportier, the STX grill. This is my favorite grill on any truck. Even on the 2025s, 2024s and up, there's a grill I kept telling my dad over and over and over to go with, and he ended up getting it, and it's the best thing on the truck in my opinion. So the STX grill is by far the cleanest looking grill in my opinion. I got this one on eBay too. Like I said, budget build. I don't give a fuck. Got this for like 130, and it was already color match red. It's off a tiny little bit, but you can't really tell unless you really look at it. Me, since I noticed it. But I mean, if you look at it from afar, you'll never tell. It's just a tiny bit. I might get it repainted soon. So, but yeah, $130. Fits perfectly. You swap out everything from your grill, the emblem, everything. Put it right in, it fits perfectly fine. Third thing on the list would have to be the fender flares. In my opinion, with a nice wheel setup, it really changes the look of the truck, and it's not too aggressive. So before I had these wheels on my truck, I used to have 22x10 Cosmos wheels. Those wheels, the offset is really aggressive, so the tire would stick out to like right here. So I bought these fender flares. At first when I bought them, I'm not trying to say I started the wave or anything, but when I first bought my fender flares, I really didn't see any trucks with them, only like Shelby's. Well, the Shelby's a little bit different. And I remember I would tell my friends I didn't really want to put the fender flares, that doesn't look like a rocket bunny truck, wide body truck. But I just hated how aggressive the tire looked, how much it stuck past the fender. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just buy them, see how it looks. If I don't like them, I just won't put them on. These are $200, and then plus whatever they charge you to get them color match. So when I had the Cosmix wheels that has a more aggressive stance, it looked really clean on it. Like, I really love how that setup looked on my truck. But obviously once I started doing performance mods on it, I wanted to go with the lighter wheel. So with the 22x10s on this fender flare, it looked really nice. It was a really nice touch. But yeah, this is the third on my list. Like I said, $200 I got them for. Sometimes you get them a little cheaper if they're on sale. I got them on American trucks. got the ones in the back. I feel like it makes it look really clean. Like I said, with a nice wheel setup, you put some nice spacers, make the tires stick out a little bit, and it looks really nice on it. So for the next thing on my list, the fourth, is the fender vents. I got the Ford Performance ones, which is the basic ones. I understand everybody has these. So I mean, you could put the limited ones, King Ranch ones, platinum ones. You get the ones from Mexico that say Lobo. There's so many that you could choose from, obviously. Like I said, this one I feel like it fits best with my build, since I have a more sportier looking truck. And don't get finessed, guys. When I first bought my truck, I remember seeing on Facebook that people were selling these little fender vents. They were selling for like $700 because they were sold out everywhere, blah blah blah. People were selling them for $700. I waited like probably 2-3 months. They were on the Ford dealership for $150. I ordered them since we have a shop account. I ended up getting for like $100, free shipping, sent them directly to our shop right away within like 2 days. So look around, you guys could find cheaper options. Like I said, like when I started getting everything, €1 headlights or $3,000. I was not gonna spend $3,000. So you guys gotta find your way, DIY stuff a little bit, and find a way to find things a little bit cheaper. Like I said, you can find stuff a little bit cheaper. And no, it's not me being cheap. I don't care what you guys say. You know, I try to save my money as much as I can. I love my truck. I put so much money into this truck. I'm not just gonna blow it out nonsense when I could do stuff for way cheaper. And like I said, since we have an upholstery shop, my older brother, he knows a lot about cars. My dad too, they do a bunch of their own work. My brother's always the first one to tell me, do your own work, do your own build on your truck, so you, not just so you save money, but it feels nicer when you like, you're the one putting in the work, you know, you're not just going to go drop it off at a shop and having everybody do it for you. So like I said, to me it was worth it, opening up these headlights, doing this, instead of spending the $4,000 on OEM Euro ones and every other little stuff that we've done at our shop, me and my brother, you know, my dad. I feel like it's worth it. Fifth and final mod you could do is a tailgate spoiler. These are around like $200, $250, brand new. I bought this one, well, I didn't buy it, I bought it aftermarket, but on my dad's truck, we bought it off American Trucks. So look at American Trucks, and there's a little cheat you could do. I've seen that, because Ford sells these on their website. So if you guys buy your Ford brand new, with the points they give you for buying a brand new truck, you could get the little spoiler. So that's like a little cheat, you know, get it for free. Well, not really free, you paid for a brand new truck, you know, but you get what I mean. But I bought mine. Like I said, I try to save money the most I can. I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace for months, and I found it for $50 right here. $50. I slapped it on the next day, and to me it looks really nice. A lot of people color match them to the color of the truck. Me personally, I don't like how it looks, because I don't like how it looks with the black trim, and then like if it just goes red here randomly and then black trim again. In my opinion, I'm not a fan of it. So I just left it black the way it comes. I'm thinking about painting this gloss black and this gloss black and all the trim gloss black on my truck. And this is gonna be kind of annoying, I know, because it's gonna get scratched up easily, but I'm not sure. But for now, I'm gonna keep it black. But like I said, people color match them. There's a bunch of stuff you can do to it. So paint it gloss black, color match it to color your truck, or leave it the black trim. So yeah, all these mods were under $1,000. Like I said, it's perfect for you guys getting into the F150 scene. If you guys are buying brand new trucks for the new year, like I was saying. Like I said, all these are under $1,000. You guys could just make a way to find stuff a little bit cheaper, you know. Like I said, when I first got my truck, everybody was selling everything super expensive. I wanted LED headlights and all that. It was over like $2,000-3,000 for the full LED style. But just on €1, they're really expensive. So you just gotta find a way to save a little bit of money and make the truck your own. You know, add your own style to, add your own twist. It's impossible to be unique with these trucks, because every single build that you've thought about doing, someone has done it already. You know, like they say, these are the new copy paste builds. You know, like the cat eyes. So everything has been done on them, every single variant, every single style, everybody has done it. So just find a way to make it your own and add your own little touches to it, which is what I try to do with my truck. You know, I add my own taste to it and try to make it a little bit unique, stand out a little bit as much as I can. Like I said, the good thing for these trucks is like a giant Lego piece. There's so many different trims on these trucks that you could add and mix everything you want. There's the trimmer, there's the limited, the platinum, the King Ranch. There's so many different styles that you could do. So many different grills you could do. So many different fender vents you could do, so many different interior pieces you could do. There's a Raptor, you know, there's so many different styles that you could go with this truck. So it's like a big Lego piece. So you could really add your own twists and turns, you know. Like I said, mine, because I go with more of a sport truck look, which is why I went with the STX grill. In my opinion, is the best looking grill. And I did all the little sporty stuff. That's why I have the little spoiler on the tailgate, the Ford Performance vents. You know, everything's a little sporty on my truck, but I'm thinking about switching it up a little bit in the back, because I don't know if you guys know, the limited and the platinum and the King Ranch comes with the plaque on the tailgate plaque. and I've been seeing them in gloss black, and I really like how it looks. So I've been thinking about getting one, but the only thing, I think some of them see platinum on it, which my truck, I don't have like a platinum style truck, you know. So I want to see if I can find a way to shave that off, or like find one that says nothing, that is just gloss black and no platinum or limited writing anywhere on it. But like I said, you guys could really make this truck your own, add a bunch of different things to it, do whatever the hell you want, you know. Who cares what people think? Like I said, I've tried everything on the truck so far. I tried my 22s on the Cosmics wheels I had, you know. I like the setup, but I want to go with something more sportier, so I went to 17. So you really do a lot to these trucks. So for everybody getting into them, just make them your own. Like I said, since I'm young, you know, I try not to go balling out of my truck, even though I spent thousands of dollars on this truck. I did the math last time, and it was a lot of money I put on this truck, but I have other goals that I want to achieve, so I'm not going to be dumping all this money into this truck. So I'm not going to go spend $4,000 or $5,000 on headlights and another $1,000 this and that, you know. So I find things to do on my own, like DIY, me, my brother, my dad, and it saves me a lot of money. So everything's easy on these trucks, because I see people, they take their truck to get their grill swapped, to get anything swapped. These grills come off with a couple clips and bolts. Like everything on this truck, you can take it apart within 10 minutes. It's super easy. So don't be afraid to work on your own truck. It's all really easy to do. All right, so these are just the cosmetic wise that I've done to my truck. There's obviously mods you can do performance wise. So if you guys want me to go over that, what I've done to my truck performance wise, and what I've done to my truck on the interior, because my whole interior is custom. Comment down below and let me know if you guys want to see the video. I could probably make a full breakdown video like I did on my dad's 2025, the other video I posted before. Just comment down below, tell me what you guys want. I'll make any type of video you guys want. You know, I'm just starting out, so all feedback, it's really helpful to me. Like, I really read the comments and go over them. So any suggestion you guys want, you want to see me going out and racing my truck, me record. Like I said, we got other multiple trucks in my family, my dad's trucks. We got Silverados, we got GMCs, we got other stuff that I can make videos on. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Like I said, comment down below any suggestions and other videos you guys want to watch. Hit the like button and subscribe. That's really helpful right now. A lot of the people that are watching my videos are not subscribed, so please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.